Perspective Look X Lakers-fandom. If this is the first time you're looking at us, please subscribe. Let me put it here. Okay, like and subscribe. So if you see the title, it says "For Out Not Working," but it's not Darvin Ham's fault. And the other thing is, let's put it here, and front office debacle, because that's the only way I can put this in I don't know, in a understandable way, or whatever you want to call it. All right, so I look like like an angel type of thing. Angels don't look, like this, but that's okay. All right, so let's start with this first thing. First, not the show, but what is happening to the offense? All right, first thing is that everybody would point out about the new Lakers offense, is that in order to work, you need shooters. Now, if you've seen my videos before, I said that not necessarily the case. Like if you move around your players, you're going to find driving lanes. But what is happening, shooters obviously work. And I don't know if JJ Redick said it not long ago. But that he was tempted to come back because Darvin Ham asked him to for I don't know if we talk about a 10-day contract or something like that, is what I think I heard him say. I'm pretty sure that it was a joke, but actually, I'm going to say it on this live stream. JJ Redick, if you want to come back to the NBA, please give the Lakers a call. We need you desperately. Desperately. For two reasons. I'm going to explain for two reasons. JJ Redick is one of the guys that move better without the ball. That's one thing. And the other thing is, like, he's a 40% three-point shooter from any angle. So if it's true, I don't think it's true. But if it's true, please, front office, I know you are probably also not watching me, but if you ever do hear this, unless you get three-point shooters that are consistent, you are not going to get too far, because this is a shooter's league. It's not like the old times. It's a shooter's league, and a long-distance shooter's league. And if you don't get that through the thick minds at the front office, you are never gonna get out of a hole, because I'm starting to think that the championship we got with LeBron and AD was either a fluke or just that nobody was prepared for what was coming. Obviously, now they are. They have been putting pieces together to avoid uh, another bubble dominance from the Lakers. Um, our team is not very well liked in the league for obvious reason. 17 championships. When we are not champions, we are usually in the finals. But we gotta think why that is. Um, the we are, we always think about the Boss family being um, the people behind this success, but Dr. Jerry Boss, didn't really. Um, he was well. Let's put it this way: he was well informed about things, but he led the guys who really knew basketball back then, who really knew how to get people in the team, take at least take to him the best understanding of what was needed, and he followed through. The problem now is that the front office doesn't look like they know what they need to be. It looks like they don't even know what is happening or how to build a team. Um, and to me, that is unacceptable. That's like, as a fan, I feel uh, uh, like completely um, uh, not upset and frustrated, because we fans invest our uh, money, and the people away um, from LA that are Lakers fans, buy all this NBA league pass and all that kind of stuff. The ones who are in LA buy tickets, for them. They don't want to buy tickets to see a team that is constantly losing. We are not used to that. We are not um, used to that. And you can call us spoiled or whatever it is that you want to call us, but we are going to keep being that. We are going to keep being that, because that's what we have been through decades. We have our lapses, but this administration, this front office, had the biggest lapse uh, between championships of not even going to the playoffs. We finally get LeBron James, which was almost an assurance of at least going to the finals. And we basically, this front office, have failed him. And he's already letting them know. And by failing LeBron James, and I'm not like what people call LeBron stan, you know, I'm a Lakers fan uh, pretty much through my whole life. I was 10 when I saw Magic getting into the NBA. And since then, I've been a fan of the Lakers. There is no, not even, the bad days when Magic had to retire, and we had Sidale Treat for a while, and then back in the day when Nick Van Exel tried to, get that team up. And there have been some horrible years, but this front office has been horrible in the last, at least. Look, there's something you can't do in a team. You can't have a team that have a chemistry right away if you every year you basically the turnout is that only 3 guys from the previous team are in this and everybody else is new around those teams. Like, building chemistry is not that easy. That's one of the reasons why the 5-out is not working. The reason I say that is because you can go back and watch the games if you have the opportunity to do that, and you're going to find out how some players like LeBron are trying to tell players where they should move at. So they don't even, like, at that moment, they are staying in positions that are not the positions that they are supposed to. And that causes the play to be spoiled. And so they have to, in that moment, they find themselves a few seconds before shooting, not knowing what to do and take really tough shots. And so that is what is killing this team. I mean, they are not shooting well at all. They are such a bad shooting team that, they're like 8 points in terms of percentage down from the next worst team. So they are not just in the bottom, they are way down in the bottom. But that's the 2 things they need: shooters and knowledge of all the plays. Right now, and that's why Darvin Ham is saying that he's going to turn this around, because they are still learning the plays, and you can see it on the court. They are still standing in the wrong positions, and going into the wrong ways, not screening well, and that's one of the biggest problems. They don't know where they have to do the screening. And so when they don't do that, they basically surrender the play to the defense. And that's one of the big things. That's one of the things that are taking them out. Darvin Ham knew he didn't have a good shooting team. He didn't know it was going to be so bad. But another thing is they are taking a lot of tough shots because of that, because what I just explained. What I explained about how this is not doing well because of how they are running the plays. And LeBron is LeBron, you see, he's frustrated with Westbrook for some of the decisions he's taking, like the one that cost us a game. But he is not just frustrated with that. He's frustrated because the players don't are not learning their place in every or what they are supposed to do in this uh, the action plays and the screening parts of the plays. Uh, they are not doing the stagger schemes that they are supposed to do. That is not allowing for successful pick and roll plays. Um, and so there are ways that this offense can work without that many shooting, right? From three, but because they don't know, many times you can see them lost. You can see LeBron James saying like, "You gotta go that way. Go ahead and watch these games again, where LeBron James is trying to direct traffic, and he's not. I'm not talking when he's with the ball. Like sometimes somebody else is with the ball, and they don't know what to do with it, and so." Um, So until they learn this place, until they learn actually what is going on, uh, I, like Darvin Ham knew they were going to struggle at the beginning. That's why he's keeping saying, he keeps saying that it's going to get better because the more they play, the more they are going to and start understanding the plays that he's trying to introduce to this team. The worst thing that could happen is that uh, the front office start tweaking everything again, and like too much, right? We got a good defense. Now we need shooters. Maybe two. And Kendrick Nunn is a great shooter, but he's having a hard time because he spent like 1 year and a half without playing, so he needs to get back in rhythm. And he is a really good shooter, but we should have a Matt Ryan on the floor from time to time, and if we can get Cole Swider at least for a few games, because we need shooters that are confident to ignite confidence in other shooters. And until we do that, this is going to be staggered. This is going to be painful to watch. Um, it's going to get better, but I don't know how better it's going to be unless we get some shooters. Now I'm gonna because I saw. I'm pretty sure you've seen him, the NBA white guy. Um, yeah, I think it was him that was talking about JJ Redick, saying that Darvin Ham gave him a call or something like that, like offer him a contract. I don't know if it was that, because he said, I think he said it was a 10-day contract. That's why I think it was a joke. But it's a good idea. If you are going to call somebody, JJ Redick is pretty much the best guy you can call. Like the closest thing you can have of the shooter like um, Steph Curry is JJ Redick. That guy can shoot threes like if it was like layups. And so if JJ, if you are watching this, please give the Lakers a call. They need a contract like like you, you know. I'm pretty sure that you have a great job right now, but I think I think you would like to go back on the court. Um, so I don't know. I'm just I'm just being a fan. right now because it's just how I see it, you know. But I'm afraid the front office keep making bad decisions, and to me, it was really bad when the front office started accusing LeBron James of, he's your guy. You have to now swallow the pill of having uh, Ross there. But this is the thing: LeBron doesn't own the Lakers, you know. So now you put your uh, foot down. Now, why didn't you do it when LeBron wanted Russell Westbrook? You should have got DeMar DeRozan. You should have gotten that guy, right? So don't try to blame LeBron because LeBron can ask for the moon. But if I'm the owner of the Lakers, I give him what I understand is the best for the team. Now you want to do that front office. And I'm not, I don't know who I'm talking to, if it's Jeannie Boss, if it's Rob Pelinka, I don't know. And probably you won't care who's this guy talking to you, except for I'm, a fan for of the Lakers for the last, I don't know, 42 years of my life. But it's a look, where are you going with this? You gave a whole offensive team who couldn't defend to Frank Vogel. So you basically decided that he wasn't going to be the coach way before you fired him because you set him up. I don't saying that it was on purpose. I'm not saying that it was you know some sort of scheme, but it was a bad decision. If you have a coach that is known for the defense, give him a defensive team. But then, and this is what it throws me out. Like, you can retain the best offensive players of that team. You send them home. Carmelo is still home. It's still available. But you won't sign him because he was in that other team. You guys know how to compartmentalize? I can't pronounce it right now. The reason why I said that is because now you have a completely non-shooting team when the shooting team didn't work out. It didn't work out because it wasn't balanced enough. You just took a lot of veterans, right? Trying to mix them up, created the oldest team in the NBA, and they gassed out at the end. They weren't running, they were walking, you know? Now you have a younger team, which is not as young as it started to be, right? So you got younger guys and then took them all out, right? You got McClung, who didn't do as well in the NBA as he did in the G League. But in the G League, he was the rookie of the year. His rookie year, he got rookie of the year in the G League. You would have thought that this is a guy you want to give him more chance. And when you did in the summer league, he shined. And what did you do? You let him go to the Golden State Warriors of all teams. right? Now you selected Max Christie. I I like the kid, but Max Christie, you when you have LeBron, when you have AD, and then you have uh, Russell Westbrook, you should look for guys who can shoot threes. Max Christie is not that guy. He from time to time doesn't, but he is not a 3-point shooter. He's not known for that. He's known for his defense, but he can defend in the NBA as still enough to make a difference now. If you are, and this is the other thing, you are not pro winning now, and you are not pro uh, uh, helping LeBron to win a championship and give it a championship to the fans now. It was a win now move that you needed to do, and you screwed it up. So now I am waiting for you, front office, to tell me and the fans, oh, we're going to get rid of Darvin Ham because he is not working out. It's not him who's not working out. It's you, front office. You are not working out. You are making the wrong choices. You are not Darvin Ham. And yes, LeBron James made a mistake wanting to recruit Ross. But if you would have gotten DeMar DeRozan last year, he would have been okay with it because DeMar DeRozan can score without LeBron on the court. And that's one thing LeBron wanted to have from a star. And then DeMar DeRozan went to Chicago and put up MVP numbers. And you should have kept Caruso. I don't know. I'm just saying. So I don't know what to say. It's just frustrating to see the Lakers losing really good players in stupid moves. Look, I am glad now that I see him as a team player, as a guy that ignites the he ignites the locker room. He's a positive in the locker room, and he's a positive even when he had a beef with Ross. He included Ross. He wanted Ross to be the team player with him. He on his part, he put the effort to fit with Ross, and Ross is the one that is not into that, and that's the big problem with Ross. Ross wants what Ross wants, and the rest is not important to him. And so, I don't know. I mean, I can't even really blame Ross either because he's been trying. You know, he falls into the things that he's used to, but he tries like he's making an impact on the defensive end, and that's And so this team needs a lot of fixing. Yeah, and not that much of fixing. They just have to add shooters that they have available. And I don't know, maybe send Ross home until they can. I don't know. I feel bad for him. I feel bad for Russell Westbrook. Um, I don't like to see NBA players uh, to fail like this after being legends, and that's Russell Westbrook right there. I don't like, uh, I saw Iverson going through similar stuff, and I'm not saying these guys can have a life after that, especially Russell Westbrook. He's got his clothing line and all that kind of stuff. He's been branching outside of what his life as a basketball player is, and I applaud him for that. But I don't like any legend, whether it's I was a very you know like any Laker fan. Uh, I'm not a fan of the Celtics. I'm not, you know. But I did feel bad when Larry Bird had to retire for the back pains, you know. Um, so those things bother me. It bothered me that Charles Barkley never got a championship. Though I didn't want it to be with the 76ers because that's when Magic became, the first guy I heard of using the word GOAT. But when he was with the Phoenix Suns, he came really close also to a championship. And, the Bulls were in the way. And I'm not a big fan of the Bulls either, but, you know. So my team is the Lakers. It's always been the Lakers. It doesn't matter if they don't win any game this year, but I would be really upset at the front office because to me it's so obvious what needs to be done and they just don't do it. They just refuse to do it. They just refuse to get wings. They just refuse to get shooters. They're always thinking that, well, we want to get a guy who who is a playmaker, like can make plays for himself. Look, playmakers, you had if you have a lot of playmakers in a LeBron team, it's just not doing your job. You don't need a lot of playmakers. You need maybe one or two. The rest that you need is shooters. Shooters. So you can make LeBron look. If Westbrook had a lot of shooters in this team and playing that drop back defense that is working so well for the Lakers, this whole story would be so much better and so much better for Russ. So if you think, front office, that you are doing a service to Westbrook, think that you are actually helping him out with all this nonsense that you are doing. You're doing a disservice to Westbrook. You're doing a disservice to LeBron and Anthony Davis, though I have a bone to pick with Anthony Davis. I don't know if it's the back pain. I don't know how is he dealing with strengthening his body. I don't know if the whole muscle mass thing actually made him worse. I can't tell. I'm not a physician, but the bone I have to pick with AD is that he needs to tell what he wants, how he wants it, because he's the future star with the Lakers and a present star. But when LeBron is gone, he's going to be the star of the team. He's going to be the captain. And LeBron wants to give him the keys of the Lakers. But he is not taking them. And he's not taking them because something is wrong. He's not the 2020 Anthony Davis. In, I heard analysts that are saying maybe 2018 to 2020 was the peak of Anthony Davis era, and he's already uh, picked out and going down. I don't want to hear that. How come at 29 years old you are going backwards? That sounds something similar to what Westbrook have done, but the difference is at least where Westbrook is going down swinging. He's trying to. He's taking care of his body. He still plays 82, games. But Anthony Davis, I don't know what you're doing, man. You should be the best player in the world right now, and you are not. And you're not because I think you're have grown complacent with whatever you are doing right now. Like for you, it's so easy to score, uh, you know, more than 20 points, sometimes even 40, 30. It becomes like so natural to you. I know you're getting hurt and you're getting banged up, but you still make a lot of points. You still can score a lot, but you need to go to a max level, and I don't know what your motivation is, AD, but you need to fix that. So we cover until now what I'm afraid of the front office, the horrible decisions, why the 4 out 1 offense is not working. It's not just the shooting. It's just that the players don't know what they are doing on the court. I hear Darvin Ham and LeBron screaming at the other players to move to the right position constantly. And so, until they know where to screen and where to move, the offense is going to be staggering. It doesn't matter if they have shooters, because it's going to make the shooters' life miserable. Because the defense is going to pick them apart. So they have to learn where to run, where to screen in this new offense before we can see really good results. I don't know if there's any comment. It's important now because if not, I'm just gonna end it here. I've been 40 minutes just ranting about so much stuff. Um, I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated because they shouldn't be um, this way. Uh, Partly made by the front office, You can't build chemistry or a culture if you are changing the team every year, right? And you can build a good team if you go to the extremes. So last year it was extreme uh, shooters, all shooters team that were pretty old for, they passed their prime, most of them. The only one who didn't pass their prime somehow didn't make it to this year. Um, and the one Swiss knife guy that had worked for so long, they let him go to the Bulls. I don't know. It was horrible, and so I give the front office an F. So, you know, for their horrible uh, action. So we covered those two things, and I don't see any comments on the chat. So I'm gonna say goodbye for now. Take care of each other and yourselves. May God bless you, and go Lakers. Hopefully soon we'll see victory.